I turned off the ABS system on my Ténéré 700 and I don't have plans to turn it on again. In this video I'm gonna tell you why, so if you have nothing to do, grab your favorite drink and stay with me. Alright, as usual this video is going to be on one go, so if I make any mistakes, please excuse myself. I don't have possibilities to edit it while I'm on the road. At the moment I'm in Poland, in a guest house that belonged to a friend of mine. Wonderful place, very close to Mazurian lakes, in a town named Mykolaikai. Highly recommend this place to each and every one of you. I'm gonna link his details in the description down below. Anyway, why I decided to turn off the ABS system on this Ténéré 700. First of all, you don't have to accept this as a safety advice. I have my own reasons and I'm gonna tell you why I decided to turn it off instead of using the ABS system. First of all, there are many differences, and as I said, you don't have to be like me. I travel alone with a minimum luggage and I don't ride fast. In very rare situations I ride with speed over 120 kilometers per hour, only if I need to overtake someone. So for me the ABS never been something so important. And to be honest, at the moment the motorcycle is on 110,000 kilometers. I have heard the ABS working just a few times, maybe 5 or 6 times, and every time when I heard it, it was not exactly on time or it was not necessary at all. So with a few words, I don't think that the ABS system on this motorcycle is very good. Maybe it will work in some situations, but I'm not sure about it. The reason I turn it off, because on every one of my trips include the road to my home every day, includes some dirt roads. And on the dirt roads to have ABS, it's not really a good idea, especially if you go downhill. And if you have to turn it on and turn it off every time when you do it, it's just like a pain in the ass. Now on this trip, for example, I have until this moment around 19,000 kilometers, and around 5,000 of them are dirt roads. And that's why I decided to turn it off. I did not broke anything, I just removed the fuse that is controlling actually the ABS. And now at the moment when I start the engine, the only thing that it's different than before is this light. I have this ABS light always working on my dashboard. At the beginning, or why I didn't do it earlier, is because I was afraid that the check engine light will be also on the dash. But when I realized that nothing like this, just the light that I show you, it's not a problem for me, and that's why I decided to remove the fuse, and I'm not gonna put it back again unless I decided to sell this motorcycle, which I don't have these plans at the moment. But the main reasons, I told you, I don't ride fast, I don't need this ABS, I know how to use the brakes, and now many will say, yeah, but you cannot stop like an ABS. Honestly, I don't mind. I always use both brakes, front and rear, in every one of my stops. I'm absolutely sure that I'm not gonna press the front brake very hard if I am on very sharp corner, on wet or muddy road or sand. I just won't do it because it won't come from inside naturally. So I will definitely won't press the brakes, or this is one of the situations where the ABS can help you. But I also know that there are many situations when the ABS might play you very bad favor. One of them is, I already told you, downhill, off-road. Another is wet surface, when you want to stop but you basically cannot. Maybe somewhere in the mud, somewhere in the sand. I prefer to have my own control instead of relying on the system to help me stop. This is my reason. As I said, you don't have to be like me. And also, it is not a miracle. Many people believe that if they have the ABS, they can do whatever they like. But the point is that it will be much better if you learn how to stop properly, always with both brakes, front and rear, always with some attention to the road, always with possibilities to go left or right if you cannot stop. And if you have this in mind, the ABS actually is not something that is so important that you cannot live without it. Why I don't turn it on when I am back on the road? Because I told you, every day when I need to go home, I use a dirt road, which means that I have to turn it off and turn it on. It's not a big deal for me. I rode for many years motorcycles without ABS, and now this is actually the first model that I have with ABS. That's why riding without it, it is fine for me. And yeah, many arguments, many different opinions. This is my opinion on this motorcycle. Not the perfect system, not something that I'm gonna miss on the road. So far 110,000 kilometers, use it only a number of times. I'm not gonna die if it's not there, if you understand what I mean. Just a solution that helped me to continue traveling with my own comfort without need to worry about the ABS. If someone is or has a different opinion, if the ABS helped someone to save his life, or I read many comments like this that, oh, without the ABS I would have been crushed in this or that situation. You actually don't know. You never know. Maybe you would have been able to stop without the ABS. You just don't know it yet. So to believe or trust blindly on the system just like that is something that I never actually do. So these are my reasons. As I said, guys, you might like it, you might not. I'll be glad to read your comments down below. I always taking very logical decisions, always based on my experience. As I said 2 times, I'm gonna say it again, you don't have to be like me, but in my opinion, some of the motorcycles like this model that are not that fast, not that heavy, and when you don't ride really fast, you don't actually need all of that stuff. I give many different advice like this in my online course, Adventure Riding Without Illusions. Over there for only 6 hours you can learn so many things that took me more than 15 years to learn on the road. As I said, I'm gonna link the guest house in the description. I'm gonna link my online course as well. Press like or dislike, whatever this video deserves, and if you subscribe, even better. See you in the next one. Ciao.